I'm gonna be on crack cocaine.
Okay, please be on crack cocaine. Hi, my name is Charlie.
And I'm Jessie.
And this is MovieCult. I just need to say, before we start,
we got bats.
I wish you could see the tears strolling down his face because we didn't have bats, and he wanted to make them out of black paper, and I said, no.
That's too much work.
It's too much work.
What do I look like?
And then he said, Jessie, I have a surprise. And he pulled out... It's freaking bats, guys.
So, we thought we'd try something new.
Our second video ever.
I know.
I'm so sick of our old ways. Let's try something new.
Let's try something new. Out with the old, in with the new. We're going to do our top 10 moments of American Horror Story 1984.
Episode 1.
You've never seen American Horror Story?
No, so I've watched like bits and pieces, but honestly, every time I've been bored. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I can't keep up with the story. Like, it moves too slowly for me.
Okay. Well, I've seen every season, so what does that tell you?
I don't know, I guess you have a lot of time.
Starting off with number 10, them having full-on sex in the cabin. So it's the 1970s. It's like a flashback. There's like these teenagers, and all they have is like a little blanket to cover their sex scene.
It's not even like an actual blanket. It's like it's like the little cover.
It's like a sheet cover.
Yeah, the sheet that you put on top of, like, before your comforter. That thin little strip. That's what they had as their little curtain.
You can fully see their shadows, and I'm like, I see you eating her out. Like, who are you trying to hide? And one of the girls is like, I hear something. But the other two are just too, like...
They're too into it.
They're too into it, and they're like, shut up.
They're just teens having fun.
Let's make out.
They can't be phased.
Yeah, and what happens?
You're dead.
They
Sorry.
get murdered. Well, I just find funny that nobody else in that cabin could hear them get murdered.
Or having sex.
Or having sex when she's like, that feels good.
Also, wouldn't you be anxious to, like, do that in a cabin filled with people who are probably your friends, by the way?
Yeah.
Number 9. So, one of the scariest moments of all, really, is being flashed.
This moment
when
really
I didn't
shook
ask
you.
For it. Yeah. So, here we are. The beginning scene. We're all doing aerobics. The girls are looking super cute and fresh in their bodysuits.
Cute little outfits.
Yeah, they're like, hi, here's my leg warmers. I'm wearing tights so I don't expose myself. But the men think they're exempt to the rule and think they can just, like, let it all hang out with their little booty shorts. I'm like...
It's the 80s.
You're doing aerobics, sis. They're spreading their legs for the devil, and they didn't even have any safety net.
We really could have been flashed at any minute. And so I was, like, on the edge of my seat, and I'm like, if I see a ball, I'm out. Like, I'm out. If I see one
Do
testicle...
not bring your yoga balls to aerobics class.
It's not that kind of class. It's not that kind of class.
They're not.
I guess this whole montage, you get introduced to the characters.
Yeah, it's just like, here's all your
faves.
All your girls and gays. Here's...
Really?
It's really your girls and gays. We have the 2 main girl characters and the 3 main guy
The 3 men.
characters. Okay, this moment really heated me. Number 8. Brooke, one of the main characters, who is going to be Emma Robertson's character.
Emma Roberts. Robertson? Like Meet the Robinsons? Who?
Emma Roberts plays Brooke, and she's dumb. Okay, she's clearly going to be the dumb one of the season.
She's dumb because... So they're all... after aerobics class, they're all talking about serial killers. They're like, somebody was just murdered. There's a lot of murders going on. And she comes into the convo and she's like, well, you know why people get murdered in the summer? Because they sleep with their window open.
She goes, actually?
Actually?
If you close your windows, you wouldn't get murdered.
And what does she do? She goes home and sleeps with her window open.
She's like, time to get ready for my bed. I'm going to look at my favorite ring. I'm going to open my window. And I'm going to go to bed. Little do you know it, you're dumb. You're getting killed. She actually doesn't die. But...
She doesn't die. She gets attacked. And she fights back. She pulls a Princess Peach with her skillet and she goes... And the guy says, I'll be back and I'll find you. Number 7, we kind of already talked about this, but number 7 is that she just looks at her jewelry before bed. Every night Brooke goes to bed and she goes, okay, time to...
You ever just think about, like, what you're grateful for before you go to sleep? She just looks at her jewelry.
Yeah, she's like, thank you, Jesus, for all this wonderful jewelry. Amen.
She drips all over the floor. She's so icy, and then she goes to sleep.
She says, don't judge my drip. Don't hate. So number 6, you see Cody Fern's character. So they all decide to go to camp. Emma Roberts was so shook. She's like, you know what? Yes, I'll go to camp with you.
Okay, camp.
And they're getting gas, and Cody Fern goes to make a phone call. And the guy answers the phone.
He's like, how are you just going to run away with your dick? Hello? Number 1, using that kind of language literally from the opening of the show. Number 2, they never explain who he is, why he's calling him in the middle of the woods. Like, but obviously he was trying to get away from somebody. And I'm just like...
Because he ran away with that dick. Who's
your gay lover? What's the tea there?
Well, he was just so unfazed. He's like, I get these phone calls all the time.
Yeah, he just hung up. He goes,
okay.
Number 5, we're all having a grand time. We're riding in our vans, smoking our bowls, and we're not paying attention to the road.
And they run a hiker over. They pull like a I know what you did last summer moment, and they run him over. Skirt! And they run out, and Cody Fern's out of 10, and he's like, he's alive. Let's just leave him here.
He's like, he's not dead. We didn't hit him. I don't know who he is. We never saw him.
He's like, look at his hands. Dried blood. This wasn't me. Right, guys? This wasn't me.
I did nothing wrong.
I didn't do anything. And Emma Roberts is like, we can't just leave him here.
And they're like, get him in the van.
I'm like, okay,
welcome
fine.
to the party bus, baby.
Which brings us to number 4, when they meet the camp counselor. And tell me why. I already knew what was going to happen.
Raven Simone. If she was you...
She could never.
Like, she really could never.
Well,
she just predicted the future out here.
I just saw her little Farrah Fawcett bangs, and I go, you can't see her ears. She must not have any.
I don't know why with that specific person, because I feel like other people, you never saw their ears. Like,
no, I fully saw Emma Roberts' ears. I saw Cody Fern's ears. I saw everyone's ears.
Hannah Montana? Where did you see her ears?
I just knew she had them. I just knew she had her ears. But that one lady, I'm like...
You could just tell she was the kind of girl who didn't have ears.
Well...
Yeah.
And also the fact that she just combed her hair in a way that her ears weren't showing. And I said, she has no ears.
Little do you know, later they're spilling tea around the campfire. They're like, this is the tea.
So Angelica Ross is like, what are y'all doing here? Don't you know people died here? And they're like, shut up with your ghost stories. And she says, I'm telling the truth. And then...
She goes,
Lizard lady...
If you're going to tell a story, tell it right.
She goes, hi.
Exposes her little holes to everybody.
Exposes her own self.
Yeah, she...
To the whole group. And she's like, it was me. I was one of the girls back in the 70s. And I made it out because I love God, unlike all of you. She loves God. And I guess she's opening up this camp because she wants to bring fun.
Back to, like, where tragedy happened.
Yeah.
Here.
So she's trying to, like, make amends. Which, good for you, I guess.
Yikes. So, number 3, we're brought to, like, where our Cutler is currently. It's this mental institution. You see that all of the inmates are broken out. And then we kind of get a backstory into why they've all broken out.
Well, it just shows you what happened a couple hours earlier.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours before. So basically, Mr. Jingleman has a little Veronica Sawyer moment and decides that he's gonna fake hang himself.
Yeah.
And so he's like laying there, obviously acting his best, like...
The Oscar goes to Mr. Jingles.
Hi,
because
Mr. Jingle.
The guy walks in and he goes, you're dead. Thank God. So he says...
You're gonna save the taxpayers so much money.
And Mr. Jingles goes... and
Honestly,
kills him. But I feel like he kind of deserved it. I feel like Mr. Jingles was abused.
Well, also, this guy fully comes into his room, sees this man who, like, committed suicide. Like, obviously, he didn't actually,
right.
But, like, in a mental institution.
As far as he knew.
Yeah, as far as he knew, committed suicide and, like, is disrespecting his dead body and doesn't call anybody to, like, go help. Like,
And Mr. Jingles gets revenge, and he lets all of them out. He lets everyone inside that.
He's like, Autobots, you know what to do.
Roll out. Am I kind of rooting for Mr. Jingles? I don't know. So number two. So they're inside one of the cabins, and who walks in?
Mr. Shoe.
Mr.
Daddy
Shoe.
Shoe. Hi.
Matthew Morrison walks in with his pedo stash, and the first thing I look over at Jesse and I'm like, what's inside his pants? What's wrong with his pants?
No, not even phased. No ill intention by Charlie.
No, no judgment. This is a judgment-free zone. I was just thinking, there's some...
You're like, what is that?
I'm like, what is that? I'm just like trying to figure it out. They zoom in. His penis. It's his penis.
They literally were all like, and I'm like, okay, so this is going to be a plot point now.
Matthew Morrison's penis is a plot point.
So, like, we know what kind of TV show this is going to be.
Yeah. Hannah Montana is the one that goes, yes. Yes, finally. A man. And she says, let's go skinny dipping. Which...
Summertime?
You
Sun's
never
out, bun's
see Hannah. You never see Miss Montana exit the cabin to go skinny dipping.
No, she's just in the water.
She's just out there.
And Matthew's like, hi.
She's like, hello.
We're swimming? Okay.
Time to get naked. Yeah.
Okay, back at it again. Number one,
you already know.
You already know, is going to be Emma Roberts being so dumb. Brooke being the dumbest character in the show yet again.
Well, I think it's a testament to her character that she starts off stupid and ends stupid. You know,
at least she stayed true to herself.
Yeah.
Be you, no matter what.
She's consistent.
Yeah, she just... First of all, she runs into the killer. She sees him murder the hiker. And she's like, yikes, gotta run. Except for some reason she doesn't know how to use her legs. And she's tripping over literally everything.
She's tripping over the air. And she's like...
She's like, ah...
I have to fall.
She's literally covered in mud. I'm like, could you not? I'm sure there was paths. Like, she didn't take a path to run. She chose to run through the woods. Yeah. I'm like, sis, what?
She says she sees the killer, and everyone goes back to look for the hiker's body, and they go,
where'd that go?
Where is it? Where is the body?
And she's like, maybe I'm crazy.
I think I'm crazy. So
she's like, time to go to sleep in the cabin in the woods.
And she hears the phone ring from outside.
She says, you know what would be a great idea? I think I just saw a killer, but maybe I'm going crazy. But I'm just gonna go outside by myself and answer the phone because honestly it'd be rude not to answer at this time at night.
She was also just walking to the phone.
Not running. Even though it's like pitch black outside. Yeah, there's literally like a phone. It's like that episode of SpongeBob with the hash slinging slasher where there's like, it's dark and there's like one light. And she sees the one light and she's like, let me slowly walk through the darkness to my one light. Where as if it was me, I'd be like...
You already know.
Jetting to that light.
That's me turning off the light in my room. I turn off the light and I run into bed. And if she doesn't have that sense of urgency, then Brooke, you deserve to die because...
You clearly don't have what it takes.
She's not bothered. Even after she's been assaulted twice. I
don't know what to tell you, Brooke.
So, those were our top 10 moments of this show, episode 1. Predictions for the season?
So you already know, like, Brooke, as dumb as she is, like, they made it out. Like, she was gonna survive till, like, the end. And I think Montana's gonna survive till the end.
Her lesbian lover.
Yeah, because so they can be lesbian lovers. We can have representation. At the same time, though, our minorities.
Yeah, there's only 2 people of color in town.
Yeah, literally the whole town.
They're like, it was the 80s. Black people weren't invented yet, so.
And they didn't make them out to be characters that were gonna survive. Except for the nurse's character.
Yeah, Angelica Ross.
She seemed like, to me, she was gonna, like, thrive. And maybe, like...
But the other guy...
He's so irrelevant. I don't know his name.
My predictions for the season, I think, based on the other season, I feel like they're going to kill off Mr. Jingles because he's, like, an important plot point. And they love to kill people off just for the pure fact of killing them off. Like in Freak Show, they just killed off the clown.
Because they're like, hee, look at what we have.
Yeah. And they killed him off, and I was like, that was the most interesting part.
I think the camp counselor lady, her name is Margaret, yeah?
I don't know. Lizard lady.
Lizard Lady, I'm pretty sure that she's gonna end up killing everybody and being the killer in the end. And maybe she helped Jangly Man escape. Maybe she didn't. But maybe she reopened the place.
Because she has, like, a vendetta or something?
Yeah, because she, like, wants revenge. Or, like, she's like, I want other people to suffer, like
how
I suffered. Like, something like that. Because I just got a creepy vibe from her. I don't think she's the good guy, and I also don't think she's gonna die. So you must be the villain. I don't make the rules. Also, if you look like a lizard...
You probably are one.
You probably are. So
thank you guys for watching our top 10 reviews, our top 10 recap, I guess, kind of thing. I think we're going to try to do all the episodes, but we'll see how Jessie feels. Maybe she's like, I can't watch any more of this.
Stop! Listen, I have to be able to keep up with it. And if I can't, then I can't.
Stay tuned. We'll try to post as quickly as possible.
Keeping up with those episodes, baby.
Yeah, so thank you guys for watching.